Also breaking developments in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie tonight. The FBI is now exploring whether she might have been taken across the border into Mexico. Also tonight, what Walmart is now doing after that video of that man at Nancy Guthrie's front door. And tonight, as they continue to analyze DNA found at Nancy Guthrie's home, DNA that was not hers or anyone in her family, we look at the new technology that has been used in some recent national cases to look at forensic genetic genealogy. And could it be employed here? Aaron Kotursky in Tucson for us again tonight.
Tonight, the FBI is now exploring the possibility Nancy Guthrie was taken across the border into Mexico, just 60 miles from her home. While there are no firm leads pointing south, law enforcement sources tell ABC News the FBI has reached out to Mexican authorities to put her disappearance on their radar. It comes as investigators are analyzing partial DNA found inside Nancy Guthrie's house that does not match the 84-year-old grandmother or anyone close to her. They're comparing it to criminal databases and looking at forensic genetic genealogy. The technology connected to genetic genealogy, the family tree, is changing rapidly when it comes to what private labs can do to help authorities track down potential suspects. One of those cutting-edge labs, Othram in Houston, Texas. David Middleman's the CEO.
In this case, an abduction, someone that we're trying to return back to family. It's really important to do this super fast. You just can't afford to wait, weeks. Every day matters.
Middleman and his wife, Kristen, have built a high-tech forensic genealogy lab, and their work has been used in high-profile cases across the country. Middleman will not say if any of the authorities have reached out to Othram in the Guthrie case. He says state and local authorities have for years counted on CODIS, the FBI's database, where criminals have had their 20 DNA markers inputted. What's eye-opening is that Othram's technology allows them to go well beyond those 20 markers in a DNA test that's been used for many years.
DNA was how old?
David reported on the new technology, visiting their lab just last year.
For the last 30 years, people have used a different kind of DNA testing technology that can measure 20 data points in the DNA. This machine actually can read out the entire sequence. So whereas you might get 20 data points in the earlier versions of this technology, this machine could give you anywhere from 100,000 to 1 million data points.
100,000 to 1 million?
100,000 to 1 million data points.
Far more than what traditional testing shows. They then turn to publicly available genealogy databases and using their own technology and AI advances to rapidly see if there are relatives out there who uploaded their DNA and if that information can then help crack a case.
When you have a lot of markers, then what you're able to do is to make these precise measurements. You're a second or third cousin. And if you know who those folks are, then you can use public records and family trees to essentially reverse engineer the identity of the source for that evidentiary DNA.
Othram has helped the FBI before. In the Idaho College murders, they helped investigators zero in on the suspect, Brian Kohberger. And since that case, they say artificial intelligence and technology have only made their work more efficient. And tonight, authorities are continuing to study that video from Nancy Guthrie's front door. The gun, the holster, the backpack, the clothes. Walmart is now searching receipts statewide. They're hopeful someone will see the video and remember someone who bought those items or someone who looks like this man. And tonight, for the first time, we are inside this 911 center in Tucson where operators are being inundated with tips 18 days into the search for Nancy Guthrie.
Sheriff's Department, can you please hold?
Is this in regards to the Nancy Guthrie case?
This is the Sheriff's Department's communications section. Thousands of tips about Nancy Guthrie have come right here, and when the information is viable, these call takers don't wait. They can get it right to the investigators. If there's a tip about Nancy Guthrie, it's coming here.
It's coming here. We've resorted to modifying our questioning and trying to basically get down to the nitty-gritty to kind of help vet some of these calls that are coming into the center.
Get to the point.
Get to the point, yes.
And as the tips come in across this community, they're putting up yellow ribbons. They have still not given up hope Nancy Guthrie will come home.
I live like one neighborhood over.
Carrie told me there's a reason why this case has touched so many.
My mom is 83, and I just can't even imagine if I was in that position as her family, too. So, yeah, it's very sad.
That's just it, right? It seems to be striking a chord with everybody.
Yeah, I feel like it's like America's mom, right?
Again tonight, David, investigators here in Tucson are in touch with law enforcement officials in Mexico just in case. And today, investigators received an anonymous donation allowing the reward for information to double, now $200,000. The number, 1-800-CALL-FBI. David?
Well, Aaron, it's just good to see that in that 911 call center that the tips keep coming in. Let's just keep hoping here. Aaron Kotursky again tonight. Aaron, thank you.